Welcome back to Rebuilding the Rams, guys. At the start of our season opener, we returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. We're not doing it today, but we are hosting number 8 Ole Miss, all right? We're doing the Mississippi combination. Played Mississippi State and our former offensive coordinator. Now we are playing a top 10 team, 88 overall Ole Miss. And we're not going to see him right now, but I think the cherry on top is we are playing Jaleel Barmore, transferring to Ole Miss. We will be playing against our former best receiver. We have plenty of explosive receivers on this roster now, though. If you watched our season opener against Mississippi State, you saw a lot of talent. Samson has been very good so far as a mid-80s overall possession guy. David Ragnow is incredible in the slot, even though I swear he's like 5'0". Tyrone Swope, 94 speed, very explosive, smooth route runner. And then Alfonso Wood, the 5-star true freshman tight end. And look at Ragnow, so much space. Look at that quick explosion on the crosser. Those are the types of plays that Jaleel Barmore used to make. And it's David Ragnow now, guys. That is exciting here. Let's go Alton Roth. Little overpowered set here. Halfback stretch. Man, nothing doing for Alton Roth early. But that's okay. That is okay. Who is our... Oh, yeah. Our tight end 2 is Cormier, who is actually a fullback, but man, he is a killer run blocker. So let's lean on it. Lean on Michael Hawkins Jr. and his explosive speed. He doesn't even need to pitch it. I'm stumbling over my words in shock of how fast he is. He's got 5 attempts for 5 yards last week. That's primarily due to him probably just taking 1 or 2 sacks for a 10-yard loss. Next thing you know, it's as if he never ran the ball. Let's get David Ragnow in space. Again, PA slide. This was the play we lost it all on last year. And you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. Hawkins will get rid of it. Speaking of Hawkins, Indiana. I think that's all I'll say. I don't know if anybody else is watching the final season of Stranger Things, but I was able to make it through it this weekend. And it's sick. It's sick. I think, it's especially interesting for anybody that isn't familiar. Stranger Things, that has been out and has been in the making for well over a decade at this point. And it's really inspiring to me to see something that requires that much planning and that much foresight. Also, look at that. Jaleel Barmore, 99 career catches. He has the most career catches of anybody on the Ole Miss roster. I think they're going to challenge my 3rd and 14 conversion. But I'm going to finish my statement as we figure out that Samson definitely caught that football. But, it's interesting anytime there's something like that requires so much foresight and so much planning. It's inspiring to see it work, to be at this one thing for a decade. Yes, I know that other people lived their lives and moved on and whatever, during the 10 plus years between seasons of this show. But it's cool nevertheless. I need to be honest with myself about what we're doing on this channel. And what we're doing is we're doing this super in-depth rebuild. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm glad that wasn't actually accurate. There was a safety over top. Michael Hawkins Jr. trying to go for the one-play touchdown there to David Ragnow on the post. We're actually going to stick in the air here and try and run this to Samson. I actually love this. Anyways, I need to be honest with myself. This is a 100-episode rebuild, right? It's going to take some time. And it's something that requires a lot of commitment and dedication and time to, both from myself, the maker of this, but also from you, the viewer. If you're here now, think about how many hours we have hung out together. So, when something like Stranger Things works really well, oh my gosh, I went with a triple option one too many times. Goodness gracious. All right, that's fine. Y'all can have it. I felt like I was very quick to make that pitch too, and I guess I just wasn't. I guess we're not going to see Jaleel Barmore super early. We will get this football back. Anyways, to see something like Stranger Things work, I got to finish my point. I'm rambling. To see it work is inspiring because while this is nowhere near Stranger Things level of viewership, it is cool that we have a cool little community here watching these videos each and every week. So on that note, actually, I wanted to try something, okay? There have been probably 8 or 10 of y'all that I've been lucky enough to hop on a few phone calls with right before College Football 26 dropped. Basically, what I tried to do was hop on as many calls as possible to talk one-on-one with people that were watching the rebuilds to try and learn a little bit more about you guys, about why you're watching this video instead of whatever else YouTube, offered you up today, how you're watching it. Is it on the phone? Is it on, the laptop? Is it on TV? Is it at work? Is it at home? Is it while you're eating lunch? Like those types of things. I know we've also loosely talked about it a few times in the comment sections, but also just being able to stay up to speed with, what other people are looking at, what other people are caring about in terms of like what's going on in the game, whether it's skill caps or dev traits or scouting in general or all of the above, right? So I want to try something, and I want to specifically try it with the audience that is here watching these videos, right? Like there are people that watch the data sciencey videos exclusively, and this can be for them if they want. But I want to have a cool way for the small little community that is a part of this Rebuilding the Rams series to get together. And, virtually is probably the easiest way, unless anybody else is in New York City like myself. So in the video description, in this video description of this Ole Miss game, I'm going to put a link. And I don't know what the link is yet at the time of me recording this, but there will be a link there to get set up for a call, I think on a Sunday. I'm thinking like noon Eastern, basically an hour before the NFL games start. So we can have like a 30, 45 minute conversation with anybody that wants to join, and we can just talk anything college football 26, whether it's this rebuild, any questions anybody has for me or for the rebuild, other things that people are noticing in dynasty mode, college football 27 wish list, whatever. I want to dedicate time during the week in a space for anybody that wants to participate. So just be on the lookout for that. It should be in this video description. That's pretty much the only context that I have for now, but I am really looking forward to it. I really want it to work well. Tyrone Swope is so fast, dude. He's not like 99 speed, but he's in the mid 90s, and he's fast enough to explode there. But all right, I've talked non-gameplay enough. I feel like I got my point across. Let's lock in. This is a huge game that we need to be present for. And with those two linebackers obviously blitzing, I think David Ragnow is going to catch a post right over the middle. Am I right? Oh my goodness. If Hawkins lets him run after that, that's a walk-in touchdown. Instead, we'll have first and goal at the 1. Ragnow will get a second chance. Let's go with the motion power read here. Potentially let him take this on a sweep. No, Hawkins got this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, good play by that linebacker. That's right, let's let Alton Roth try and punch this in. I'm pretty sure he has 5 carries for 2 yards so far. And that stat is just not getting any better. Oh my goodness. Third and goal, Ferris toss, all right? Cameron Ferris on the toss. We got Cormier lead blocking. He's a good lead blocker. Let's lean on our speed. Follow the blocks, there it is. It's a race and Ferris wins. Oh my gosh. Cameron Ferris, the sophomore transfer, will punch it in. And speaking of transfers, with just 22 seconds left to go in the first quarter, we will get to see the guy that caused us to schedule this game. All right, Jaleel Barmore, our receiver. I recruited the guy. He was one of the first ever commits to my team that I actually recruited. And here he is as a true junior, being the number 2 receiver at Ole Miss. Camario Taylor, maybe Camario Taylor. Either way, I hope to just pressure Mr. Taylor. Also, let me say, I don't know if I explicitly mentioned it last week, every single person in our secondary is 84 overall or higher. Caleb Chester is the only one that's like, oh, first play, it's Jaleel Barmore over the middle. There he is, the elusive route runner himself. Anyways, Claybrooks is in the 90s, Wacoma's high 80s, Gadosh is high 80s. So this secondary, man, is getting close to elite status. And what's crazy is, also, come on, 2 snaps, 2 targets for Jaleel Barmore. That's got to be intentional by this Ole Miss coaching staff. What are we doing? End of the first quarter, I was trying to say this is starting to get towards an elite secondary similar to what we used to have, the second year when we got all those transfers. But the difference is this is homegrown. Wacoma was a transfer, yes, but he's a multi-year starter at this point. Jason Gadosh is homegrown. We recruited him. I think Caleb Chester was either an early transfer or somebody that we recruited. And then, yes, Alexander Claybrooks may have been a transfer, but I believe this is his 3rd year now as a starter. If it's not his 3rd year, it's his 2nd year as a starter. So we have no new, brand new guys. Oh my goodness, we got to set our read option settings though. Max, what are you doing? Oh, what a bad start. What a bad start. That's all right. Let's man up Jason Gadosh on Jaleel Barmore. How many times in practice do you think they matched up during the regular season last year? Well, he laid a heck of a block, dude. He was never blocking that good when he was on the outside of our team. You know, he was not that good of a blocker. Goodness gracious. Way to just take the corner out of the play there. 1st and 10. We're going to play the backside here. Scrape. Look at that tackle. I don't care if I didn't get credit. Let's go. All right. We need to pay some attention to this D-line too, guys. I actually just think, and I know I can't say this now as they're driving, I think this defense is elite. I really think the defense will be the strength of this team. Goal line offense Clydesdale. What does Clydesdale mean? What does that mean? Does anybody see? I don't know. I can't see. If it's QB sneak, we got to be ready for it. Pinch the line, and then shade left, and we're there. Oh my gosh, Big Joe Marciano is not big enough to stop them there. 14-7 deficit early. I don't know why. I feel like I'm out of it right now. Maybe it was the Stranger Things. I feel like that was kind of a jarring transition, jarring open. Maybe it is the instant fumble 6 that we gave up. That's a fair thing. Also, a part of it too, man. You guys didn't see it, but I had to pause this game as we were running out of the tunnel to turn off the broadcasting. I turned it on because I wanted to be able to listen to the broadcast when I was playing in the national championship game of an online dynasty I'm in. I just wanted to hear the broadcast for the first time. It was my first national championship. Absolutely choked a 20-14 lead against CPU Tennessee, man. Just, you know, I don't mind losing to Tennessee because it is my former school, like in real life. But man, nobody likes losing a 14-point lead in the 4th quarter. I mean, it just hurt. So honestly, I feel like I'm out of it because of that. I mean, even now our offense just looks lifeless. Yes, we scored a touchdown, but I don't feel like we have a purpose right now. So let's lock in. Let's go with the basic flood concept. I don't want to make that throw to Ragnow. I do want to get Alton Roth on another Texas route. I feel like if it's man coverage on that linebacker, he's going to eat him for lunch. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that cut. Oh, it wasn't that good of a cut. 4th and 3. Do we go for it? Do we go for it? I don't think we can. I'm not committed enough just yet. We're not that desperate. If what I said is true and the strength of this team is the defense, then we should be able to punt it there. Jaleel Barmore, the punt returner. Okay. I will admit to this team. I will admit to Jaleel Barmore. I like the all-white tights look. I do like that look. That's a pretty clean look. He looks like an elite athlete, even though I'm not happy with the fact that he's not on our team. And I'm not happy with the fact that he's already got 2 first down receptions. But let's see if Trent Jones can make something happen here. He is our fastest starting linebacker. Gene Barnes does not have the speed that he does. Oh my goodness, way to cover on the backside. That's Alexander Claybrooks. And again, man, he's got such a fascinating story to me. You start off as a safety, and then you go and you play linebacker, and you play so well that you actually get so many like XP points to upgrade that I'm able to put you back at safety. So now he's got the cover skills of a corner and the run stopping skills of an undersized linebacker. And he's sitting there playing safety, doing everything. I mean, it's just very impressive. Nice reception by Swope. I know it's a punt, but that's a 20-yard catch right there. He almost didn't get to that punt in time. Let's go with the halfback dive. Follow Cormier right behind him. Let's see him take out that linebacker. Absolutely perfect block. Ferris, did you see that cut? Oh man, he's so quick. Cameron Ferris, we need to find a way to keep him on the field, man. Maybe we do more two-back stuff. We have a lot of two-back plays in this playbook. I feel like we didn't leverage it enough the first few years because Justin Marshall's injuries just made me scared to put multiple running backs on the field. But with Alton Roth and Cameron Ferris, I just feel like there needs to be an instance of these guys on the field. How about 2nd and long, maybe a little shot play, Ferris on the seam. I like the look actually with those safeties, with how wide they are and with how empty the middle of the field is. I don't know if we'll have enough time with play action. Oh, we do! Oh my goodness, we got hit. It would have been one-on-one with Cameron Ferris against a guy that was wearing number 98. I feel like we could outrun somebody wearing number 98. I don't care if he's technically a linebacker. Look at him in the middle of the field. That guy is a defensive end to me, 100%. Let's go with the deep curl to Roth. That's actually a corner on him, so I actually don't like that. Wide open is Alfonso Wood, and Mr. 5-star himself will pick up the first. Dude, he is going to be so good. He's a pure possession, no nonsense route runner that will get open, catch the football. As somebody that grew up in San Diego watching Antonio Gates just dominate on third down and in the red zone, I cannot wait for the chance. And there he is! Oh my gosh, Michael Hawkins Jr. extending the play. That is why I'm so excited to have a quarterback that has elite speed. Tyler Chambers is fast. Some of the other quarterbacks that we have played with are pretty fast, but Michael Hawkins Jr. has the type of speed that will change the nature of a play. Similar to like Lamar Jackson in the NFL, where he will find these crossing routes or find these people breaking off of their actual routes because he just has 3 extra seconds that no other quarterback has. I feel like Michael Hawkins Jr. has that same ability, man. If we could get better, myself, if I can become better as a player throwing downfield, dude, on the run, it's going to be great. Also, Alfonso Wood, was that the true freshman's first career touchdown? I think it might have, all right? I'm sorry that I didn't give it the recognition that it deserved. I was finishing up another point, but hopefully that is the first of many touchdowns for Alfonso Wood. If I remember correctly, I don't think he scored against Mississippi State. I thought a lot of our damage was done on the ground in the red zone, but if it wasn't his first, that's okay. He'll get a double celebration. But here we go, 2-minute drill already, man. This has gone by very quickly because we have not been on defense much, man. Not been on defense much, giving up some big plays, and then also the fumble 6. I'm going to play Jaleel Barmore one-on-one. I want that matchup. I want that matchup. Let's go. It's Trent Jones getting home. 2nd and 17, they go true clock. I'm actually okay with that because they're still going to pass here, so I need to be ready for it. We did pass commit, so we should be able to get some pressure again. You go empty. We are not scared of it. We are not scared of that. Oh, and we get home again. Rashawn Kite off the edge. Oh, that is absolutely marvelous. Let's man up the backside here, put Clay Brooks in a deep half, and be ready to stop the run. Let's be ready to stop the run here. Gene Barnes, that is why I'm so excited that he's a real linebacker now, man. I don't think he would have made that play for a 2-yard loss last season. He was a good cover guy. He was not the true run-stopping linebacker that we need. Now he is one. And man, we're going to have some great field position with a minute to go. We're already in field goal range. So let's go 2-back set here. How about a little motion flood action? I like Ferris being the motion guy because that allows Alton Roth to get on another Texas route. Ragnow on a corner, dude. He's got great route running. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, boy. Step up in the pocket. Okay, Max, don't get carried away now. Okay, I have extra time. I don't have unlimited time. That was me trying to do too much. I was getting excited after the explosive play last drive. But, you know, when they only rush 3, I actually really do want to just sit in the pocket. Max, what are you doing, Max? What are you doing, Max? Stop it, Max. 3rd and 32. That's going to absolutely crush his rushing stats, too. I know that's not the priority right now. But, man, that sucks. That sucks. We're going to have to punt the football when we got it at the 35. Come on, Max. Hey, that's on me. That's on me, all right? I think one of the most important parts of how we need to play this game is we don't need to do too much, right? We don't. We didn't need to try and hit 2 more home runs right there. But look at that punt. Oh, maybe we go for a safety. Let's go 4-3. Bring the outside linebackers on a blitz. I want to show it too. Let's bring them down. Route commit to the inside on the backside. We want to play the slant. I'm playing the backside heavy here. That's why Trent Jones. I'm taking a timeout. I want to force them to have to run this football. I know it's risky, especially now that they are going in a more pass-heavy set. That is okay. Gene Barnes, let's be aggressive here. Phil, nice. I think they're going to let this run down to halftime. You know, tied up at 14, you got to be happy to not be losing. But, man, I feel like we could really be in a better spot here. Wakoma! Oh, did we get a safety? We ended the half with a safety. That was Wakoma. And then I believe that is Mr. Shelley. Gosh, what is his first name? He's the 5-star. He's the true freshman 5-star. He's got kind of a gender ambiguous name. I can't believe I forgot his name as he makes that play. Avery Shelley. That's his name. Goodness gracious. Okay, no, you know, again, I'm already apologizing to any Averys that are watching this. Seriously, if there are any Averys, I apologize. But when I said gender ambiguous name, I feel like that was a fair call there, all right? But either way, Avery Shelley, dude, if we had a true freshman tight end score their first touchdown today, I'm pretty sure we had a true freshman linebacker get their first safety today. What an embarrassing way to end the half by Ole Miss. Why are you snapping the football there? You know, why? You're running it down. You're running it down to 2 seconds. It's third down. We have no timeouts. Like, I think that is a mistake on EA's part, honestly. I don't think that if you're gonna turn the computer to be, okay, conservative mode, run it to the end of half, then like don't snap the football. Like, why are you snapping the football there? That's silly. That is silly. But, you know, also what's silly is giving up a wide open drag route like that. I feel like we're running a little bit too simplistic of a defense right now, just kind of blitzing and hoping that we can get something. Let's blitz Vales off the edge here. We're going to be kind of weak if they go inside zone left. Okay, inside zone left. Kind of weak. That's fair. Okay, 2nd and 2 here. Let's man up the backside. And you know what? Let's press with Caleb Chester. Press and route commit inside. Alexander Claybrooks, let's get aggressive here. Nice tackle. Oh my goodness. Who was that? I believe that was Mr. Marciano himself. Big 3rd and short here. We're going to go cover 4. Hook to curl with Claybrooks. Need a run fit. That's why he's a safety playing linebacker or a linebacker playing safety. He's both at this point. I know they picked up the first down. I know I just stumbled over my words. I know he's not a safety playing linebacker. Are you confused? I'm confused. Watch this pick, though. Oh, no. Oh, no. They had enough pocket presence to stay there. And honestly, what that quarterback doesn't know is I'm a horrible user. So if he would have just cut back, I was the last guy there. You know, when I switched on to whoever was back there in the secondary, I believe that was Claybrooks. That could have been a touchdown. It really could have. I thought he was going to throw that deep in over the middle, man. I thought I had an easy interception. I was mistaken. Let's bring Chester over here. Okay, counterplay. Wakoma. Man, I was filling just to the wrong part of the field. Let's go nickel 2 trap, 3rd and 9. How about a little stunt? How about an El Paso 4-man? And I'm going to use the slot blitzer. I'm actually going to play a deep half. Right over the middle. Look at that. Man, dude, that's the trap coverage. We're in a soft squat. That corner is looking like he's playing super soft and running vertical, and then he jumps off of it and should be there on the out route. We were a step behind, so it was all for naught. That sucks. We literally, it's called nickel 2 trap. We almost trapped him. Instead, they'll have a 2nd and long here. Let's go with the double curl flats, inside leverage. I've got the running back man-to-man, but I'm guessing he's going to block. Okay, never mind. Scrape. Good tackle there. I believe that was Wakoma coming down and laying the hit. Let's get a little right side stunt. How about a right text 2-man? Bring in, actually, never mind. They're not stunting. That's fine. It's not like I asked you to do it politely. Oh, look at that swat. Oh, Alexander Claybrooks, was that PI? Was I there a little early? Maybe. But I think we did a great job coming back to the football. Also, really shocked that the quarterback threw that on the run on his back foot. I mean, not a good throw and not a good kick. All of that for nothing. Ole Miss, you can't miss that. Tyler Trejo. Wow. This game has been sloppy for Ole Miss, man. I mean, I'm glad we're winning, but I mean, they have gifted us a couple things. They've gifted us 5 points, realistically. I mean, that missed field goal combined with the absolutely goofy safety that they took has put us in a great spot here. Let's go with a little scissors action. That's fine. Alfonso Wood. Oh, that's a bad ball. But Wood comes down with it. Oh my gosh, he's so fun to play with, dude. He is incredible. Again, 78 overall as a freshman. He's at only 78 overall. I love it when a player plays way better than their overall suggests they are. I think he fits squarely into that bucket. And big number 51, dude. That's 2 power reads where Hawkins should have space. And Ty Casey just absolutely eliminates any free space that Hawkins has. His rushing stats, dude, especially with those 2 sacks, are going to be heinous. Let's read that little high-low on the left-hand side. We'll look at the safety blitz. Okay, safety blitz. We'll get rid of that football quickly. Alton Roth is just too elusive, man. He's too elusive. He's too good of a route runner. You can't forget about the guy. And even though Michael Hawkins Jr. has been pretty much silenced on the ground, I would argue he has been explosive in the run game. Let's try and dial something up here. Alfonso Wood in the flat, David Ragnow on a short cross, a little bit of a levels concept, Wood and Ragnow, and then Alton Roth on a wheel. We're going to try and design extending the play. Oh, never mind. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You blitz 6 and you played a soft zone. You're going to give that up all day long. Alfonso Wood, dude, I think he's got 5 catches for over 80 yards. I mean, just an incredible performance thus far. And because this is the first time we are calling a screen pass, I believe Cameron Ferris is going to be wide open. Perfect. Perfect. Explode with that speed. First down, Cameron Ferris. And no! Oh, Hawkins Jr. got hit on the throw. He's fired up, but he is injured. The screen pass potentially, I mean, he got lit up there at the end. He is out of the game. If we check our injury report, he will return soon. He bruised some ribs on that play. So now Dexter Boone, the freshman transfer who did see some snaps against Mississippi State, will come into the game. He played great against Mississippi State. He'll get started with a quick pitch over to Ragnow. And again, dude, I think every additional touch that David Ragnow gets, he gets 1 inch shorter. I mean, it is just, I don't know. Look at him over there. Look at him over there. Again, I do not want to height shame, but Mr. Ragnow, dude, you must be the best route runner of all time, because that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I think if that guy was in a middle school basketball league, they wouldn't put him on the tip-off. Like, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Again, he's not a real player. I'm not making fun of a real person. And he is on our team, so we should be mindful of that. But man, he is so short. I almost want to throw him this ball just to give him a jump ball. Watch, one-on-one. Why not? Why not? David Ragnow, look at that. Look at him going and get that. Oh my goodness. Way to prove me wrong, David. Oh my gosh, that's 87 overall for you. Who needs Jaleel Barmore when you got a guy even shorter, even skinnier, but even more explosive? That is absolutely ridiculous. 23-14, technically a 2-score game. And again, we just got to, oh my goodness. If that guy would have cut it up, again, they are giving us points, dude. They should have cut that up. That should have been an easy kick return touchdown. All right, 1st and 10, little RPO action. We are there. Javon Bailey. I really think that he is one of the few corners that plays gritty. You know, he plays like a gritty slot corner that wants to get involved in the run game. It's very fun to play with. Okay, little mobile quarterback. Not a match for Rashawn Kite. Like I said, he is a threat for a 20-sack season. He might get the Rashawn Knight name change. I don't know if anybody remembers Dontu Gardner with the Ball State Chronicles in College Football 25, but that's the last guy I had that was an automatic 20-sack per game player. Rashawn Kite might be that. Also, how about Jaleel Barmore running a curl route 1 yard short of the sticks? So he makes the catch and they still have to punt. Classic Jaleel Barmore. I'm just going to act like he did that all the time with us, even though he didn't. Man, but Hawkins and Roth shaken up. Time to put in the backup pair. Let's just sub them out entirely. Put in Ferris and Dexter Boone for this drive. I know that this is a critical drive, up 9, but we also have to be mindful of our players' health, okay? We have lost people for the year because we didn't take their health seriously. Shout out Justin Marshall. Little false start action because I audibled too late. That's totally my fault. So why don't we try the outside zone with Ferris? Oh, and look at that. Both linebackers staying in the box. If you look at those blocking assignments, this might be a touchdown. Let's see what that left tackle can do to that D-end. Good kick out. Oh my gosh, that backside D-end just exploded. Dom Funchess. We'll give him some credit, but I think David Ragnow has a wide open curl over the middle here. Oh boy, Max. This might be my worst pocket presence game of all time. A 13-yard sack there when the 5-yard hitch is wide open is just silly, man. That's my bad. The 4s will come up anyways. I don't know why we're throwing the football so much, honestly. That's one of the weird things about this game. I feel like I have accidentally tricked myself into throwing the ball 40 times. How about a 3rd and 30, David Ragnow wheel route, Tyrone Swope get vertical, Ferris get vertical. We have speed on the field. Let's see if anybody can do something with it. Jump ball to Ragnow, dude. I almost threw that. I almost threw it. I mean, I did throw it. I didn't get rid of it in time. Man, what a silly drive that was. That was kind of an unserious drive in a lot of different ways. That's my bad. But look at that punt from the 13 to the 31. That's 37 plus 19. That's a 56-yard punt. Absolutely incredible by our punter there. 1st and 10, man up the backside, bring down Claybrooks, play action pass. I'm looking for the post. There's the post. Oh no, it's Jaleel Barmore burning his former team. I was looking for the post. I did not get my depth, and he's got 6 for 114 against us, man. I wanted to play this team just so we could throw Jason Gadosh man-to-man on him all day long and shut him down, and that has not happened. All right, pressure on. No more unserious offense, guys. Let's do what we do best. Let's move the football. Let's be methodical. Let's play our game. Let's run the option. Oh, and I think Trent Jones, the linebacker, shaken up here. But, you know, the focus needs to be on the offense right now, right? Michael Hawkins Jr. back in the game. Alton Roth back in the game. I love the give here. A lot of space. And I know that the DN chased us down, but I feel like that was a free 4 yards. Let's go split twins. Get both running backs into the game. Cormier is in as the lead blocker. I'm going to motion him over because we're running the load option, and I love that look. I love this look. I know it's the short side, but we should still have some space. Roth, oh my gosh, he has 12 carries for 21 yards. That is absolutely atrocious. We have to go trips here. 3rd and short, passing situation. Sampson's got a one-on-one on the backside. He's a good possession receiver, man. I trust him to make this play. One-on-one, make the catch, get down. Oh, and he dropped it. Oh, Matt Sampson, the redshirt freshman, will not come down with it. And Ole Miss gets the football in the 4th, down 2 points. The difference right now is that safety. And Jaleel, dude, you got to punt that. You got to return that. What are we doing? From the 22 to the 17. Oh, and Jaleel Barmore grabbing his hand. I didn't mean to hurt him there. I did not want to hurt him. He has bruised his hand on that botched punt. From the 22 to the 17, how far is that? That's 37 or 33 yards on one end, plus 22, 28. 33 plus 28. Is that a 61-yard net punt? I believe that punt had 61 net yards. We gave a lot of it back right there on bad coverage. But our punter, dude, all world. I mean, that's just crazy. Alexander Claybrooks playing man-to-man on the running back. Quick give. I do not see Jaleel Barmore on the field right now, and that's probably for the best for us. I think we got to lean on man coverage, really try and take this team out. We're going to put Claybrooks on a curl flat on the wide side, and we're going to try and jam the heck out of the tight end. Oh my gosh, I got to play the run there. I'm a linebacker, bro. Linebackers play the run. What are we doing? 3rd and 3. This has been such a bad game. I apologize. And on the game where we talk about doing this cool meetup call on a Sunday, you know, is the game that I just absolutely play like garbage. Yeah, okay, first call. Let's all talk about how bad Max played against Ole Miss. That's what a fun starting topic. Even Nix is yelling at me in the background here. Good tackle there by Barnes, though. I'm telling you, man, it's a totally different defense when Gene Barnes can stop the run. It's just such a game changer. Little RPO action, we're ready for it. We play the pass all day. But here it is, gun empty, 3rd and 6. I'm sorry, man, you go gun empty. We rush, all right? We rush. Alexander Claybrooks, I'm going to jam the heck out of 84. He's an actual receiver. I didn't jam the heck out of 84, and I got burnt. Doesn't matter. Trent Jones back from injury for his 1.5 sack of the day. I don't know. How do you talk about 1.5 sacks? Was that his half sack? His third half? That's his third half sack of the day. Oh my gosh. But all honesty, man, we played like garbage. Ole Miss, honestly, it feels like both of us have been trying to lose this game. Like somebody has to win this game. And we are in a great spot here to run the ball, pick up some first downs, and put this game away. So let's do just that. I know Roth has not been effective, but Ferris has. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Ferris is 83 overall. Roth is 87. Roth is much more elusive in terms of juke move, in terms of change of direction, in terms of stiff arms, whatever. But when Ferris gets the football in his hands, man, he just makes plays. It is, you can feel it. honestly, let's stick with the hot hand. Cameron Ferris, stay in the game on this 2nd and 3. And with 2 high safeties, why not? Why not follow behind your fullback playing tight end there? Oh my goodness, blocking or blitzing linebacker, just blowing that up. So let's stick in this. We've ran out of this a lot. Let's go Z spot. I'm going to keep Cormier into block. He's just such a good blocker that we have an advantage there. Ragnow does not have the matchup that I thought he did. So let's make that dig a little bit shorter. Just get it to the sticks. We're just looking to make this a 4th and short. I will go for it here. I'm not afraid. Oh, boy. Alfonso Wood. Oh, and he comes down with it. What a clutch catch. He was not open, but it felt like we had to give him the ball in that situation and just let one of our playmakers try and do something on that 3rd down. I cannot describe how satisfied I am with Alfonso Wood's game today, man. I mean, it's been incredible. He has been a dominant player, even though he is just a mere 78 overall. Ferris, nothing doing. They run committed there, and I don't know. I don't want to be the guy saying you faked an injury, but very convenient timing just before the 2-minute warning so you don't get charged for the timeout. 3rd and 12. Oh, gosh, it's 3rd and 12. Oh, I don't like this at all. Let's get Ferris on a seam, actually. We don't need to do play action on 3rd and short. They're blitzing. Good throw. Sampson, come down with it. There's Matt Sampson. He's been quiet all day. Actually, he's got 4 for 41. What a quote-unquote quiet day for him, dude. That's not very quiet, in my opinion. We're going to go PA sprint, halfback flat. Let Michael Hawkins Jr. run here, all right? I know that we could be passing the football, but look at that cut. Did you see that? Oh, my goodness. I know it's only for a yard, but that is, again, Michael Hawkins Jr. just feels like Lamar Jackson, man. It's crazy. Let's get out of this, actually. Luckily, we have a triple option we could check into. Cormier might get his first career carry. Let's see if he does. Nope, that's a keeper. Oh, that's a bad toss. Max, that's a bad toss. We are on the edge of field goal range. I do want to at least get 3 points, force them to need a touchdown here. Alton Roth back into the game specifically so we could go triple option, right? We're going to go 2 clock, triple option. I know we have had our ups and downs with the triple option today, but I love it right here. I love it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Get rid of it. Great pitch by Hawkins, and Roth has space. There it is. That'll do it. No need to score. Even though they fake another injury, we will be able to kneel it out, man. What a game. I don't know what to think. You know, I just don't know what to think, guys. That was ugly. It was sloppy. But you know what's crazy is we just played the number 8 team in the country, played like garbage, and won. I mean, that is, if that's not a sign that this isn't a playoff team, I don't know what is. This is a playoff team, okay? I mean, I also didn't get to say it in the first video because I hadn't posted the poll yet, but I put the poll out in terms of recruiting. We are going to go recruit right now, by the way. I put the poll out in terms of recruiting to see how many recruits you guys think I should be allowed to get. And the answer was up to 10. We have up to 10 now elite recruits that we can go after this year. So prepare for a lot of 4 stars. But man, if we could take leads on 5 stars like this, yeah, sign me up, okay? Sign me up for a 5-star gem if we could land them. I mean, having 10 recruits, dude, that's almost like having 0 restrictions. That's incredible. Conference prestige, we might be able to flip over to a hard sell here. What I will tell you too, I've been thinking a lot about recruiting because I've been doing more data collection than usual. This is one potential hard sell. That's another. So we're gonna double soft sell right now, try and figure out which one it is as soon as possible. 40 hours for a visit. It's not cheap, but for a 5-star corner, you kind of got to do what you got to do. And on that note, you may be wondering, Max, 5-star corner, I don't get it. You scouted him, he's not a gem. In theory, do you think that there is also week 7 is our first home game? Oh my gosh, that's horrible. That's so far away. I don't even want to schedule it yet because I don't know if it's going to be relevant. But anyways, you might be thinking, Max, I don't get it. You said, you know, the gem status matters so much that, like, why would you go after a 5-star non-gem when there might be a 4-star gem out there? And to that I say, I have been working on another video that I'm hopefully dropping soon after you see this one, if it's not already out, on skill caps, answering a similar question. What do we know about the relationship between scouting and skill caps? And it is what you would expect, right? The gems are going to have less skill caps on average than the counterparts that are not gems, especially if you control for the number of stars for a player, right? A 4-star gem is going to have less skill caps on average than a 4-star non-gem. Like that is 100% true statement. What I can tell you though is that the typical number of skill caps does definitely still, at least in some way, shape, or form, get influenced by the number of stars that a player has. In other words, you may have a 5-star bust, but that 5-star bust might have half decent skill caps. So they may have a normal dev trait, but they still may have half decent skill caps. Now, I'm doing kind of another layer where I'm honestly starting to become less concerned with skill caps than most people, and hopefully I could explain why in that video. I just feel like even when you have quote unquote bad skill caps, they're not really that bad. Also, you can't see it on the screen. We are number 9 in the nation. The next game will be against Stanford. I cannot wait. Hopefully some of that skill cap stuff made sense. If not, I will be making that video as soon as possible. Also, link in the description. Would love to hop on this call with y'all and just talk about whatever. I'll try and leave a spot in whatever this link is for you to like leave like the top question you want to talk about, or like the top subject that you want to talk about, and we could hopefully kind of guide it from there. I have no idea if 1 person or 100 people are going to show up. Either way, I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, man. I know this was an ugly one, but a win is a win. Hopefully I see you for plenty more. Peace out.